Grand Rising, everybody, and welcome back to the Honey Well. I hope you guys are having a great start to your rising. Today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today is the Lionsgate portal, which is the 8-8 portal. So, what I want to do is to pull some energies to see who is coming forth to assist you, what you can expect, and also what may be the start to your journey, or if you don't know what your journey may be in this chapter of your life, because you can start new chapters each day. Just depends on you. Also, a message that I've been receiving for the past couple of days within my absence is that the universe was making it aware to me to never wake up in a uncomfortable, frightened energy. It's like as soon as your feet hit the floor, you feel the rushing energy of earth, and you may feel a little bit weary, as if you don't have full control of your atmosphere, full control of your universe, full control of your destiny. So the universe made me aware that you get up every single day, and you are the one that is creating your every day, your every moment, your every second. So plan it, and plan it well. Plan it happily. Map it out. Do whatever it is that you want to do. You are free. You are a free vessel here. You are not confined to the constructs of this. I'm hearing stratosphere. You are not confined to anything here. You are absolutely free. Okay? This may sound a little morbid, but you guys, I'm always open, and I'm going to channel exactly what I am led to channel. In this freeness, the universe says, she speaks and she says that you are free to leave this place at any moment that you desire to transition to leave as well. And understanding who you are, and knowing what transitioning means. Transitioning is ascension. Yes, you will leave the body, but your journey will continue on. Okay? Your journey is complete if that is what you decide to do. All right, you guys? So, the other messages that I was receiving is to be very truthful with yourself. Be outspoken within the things that you truly desire and want within this energy today. The energy is going to linger for a while, okay? And the energy that we are receiving from the universe, I keep hearing stratosphere, from our stratosphere, right? This is energy that is going to be around for the next millennium, or how do you say it? Millennium, the universe says. So adapt to this energy. The energy isn't going anywhere, okay? But it's very, very important that you be very truthful and forthcoming with what it is that you absolutely desire, because those things are going to manifest, and they're going to manifest at a rapid speed, a rapid pace. You have to truly be careful about the things that you are thinking and the things that you are professing, because those things are going to be true. The universe is showing me as well how we are standing with the Creator, as we all are co-creators, right? But the universe is showing it to me this way, to narrow it down. The universe is showing me someone standing. At this point, the universe is showing me, to give an example. The universe is showing me, and I am there with the universe, and I am telling the world the energy here in this this globe, this orbit, what it is that, how it's going to, how it is going to play out, what energy is going to be in for the next millennium. That is when I say it feels like a very important role, it's just like you coming up to the front of the classroom and you are going to be the one that's going to be the substitute teacher or your helper for the teacher for the day. And you have to, the teacher is handing you the torch to say, okay, well, guide the class for today, guide the class for this week. That is how the universe is singling us all out. We are all on a single scale telling the world how we are going to operate. But at the same time, it is a very singular thing. Even though we are in this collective, the universe is saying, I am standing, I'm being made aware to you at this point that everything that you are speaking and saying is what is going to be projected outwardly, and the outcome is going to be whatever it is that you see fit. So making your mind up at this point and being stern on those things, being consistent with the things that you are speaking or thinking about is very important for the next life cycle. Okay, because you're telling the world, you're telling this orbit, you're telling this energy, you're telling Earth how it is going to live for the next millennium. All right. Trying to see whether or not the universe is giving out any more messages here before we start. The universe says to be truthful and be truthful and what is it? It just slipped me. And forthcoming. Be truthful and forthcoming. Okay, especially during this 8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. Your truth, not to be egotistic as well, to not rely on your ego. The universe wants to break down what the ego is, what its values are, where it is placed, and how to utilize it. Okay? For some of you, it's going to be different. But the ego is here as a statue, is what the universe is saying. It remains still, but it becomes active when we put it into play. When we say that it is time for this piece of the puzzle to come in, the universe says that we activate it. The ego is not something that is supposed to be relied upon in a way where this is the way that we are. This is the way of our existence. The world has been living in the ego. The shadow of the ego is what the universe is saying. And we've all been living within the world's ego shadow. The ego is also here to help assist us, to show us, hey, this is the way that we are supposed to feel about ourselves, but in a very divine makeup, in a very divine way. The ego is the self that creates boundaries. The ego is the self that helps you to keep up on yourself. That gives you that energy boost of, okay, I am the shit. I know that I am this and I know that I am that. But to live it, that is the divine part of it. Not to just, live within the shadow, the facade of the ego. But to actually live within knowing that you are the blueprint. You are great in everything that you do. You are abundant. You are all of these things, but not be fake with it. This is your real self. The ego is not meant to be a thing of it being utilized as if that is who you are, in a sense of being condescended or being conceited. The ego can be very false, is what the universe is saying. And it can be, the universe is saying transparent, but it's more so of like an illusion. The ego is an illusion. All right, so we are going to see exactly what energies are going to be helping you. What energy here, what ancestor, what spirit guide, is here to assist you during this process. I'm going to be using the Work Your Light Oracle. Alright, so we have two coming out here. I'm hearing just to keep the one. I'm not sure which one is it going to be at this point. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Beautiful card. Okay, so I'm also hearing now that we can keep the other one. I truly need to get my what is it, card holder. And we also have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This is the reason why the universe told me to take one, but to read this one, I think it's more so the image. As I said, the ego is crumbling. You can see the exterior, right? The exterior is the facade of the ego. The exterior is something that will potentially destroy you. It is not real. It cannot be sustained. That is why the universe said is very transparent. It's illusion. It's an illusion. That's what it is. That's what the ego is. It's an illusion. Okay, you're not getting the real. You may see, okay, this tall stature here, this what could look like a castle, something that you would want, right? Like a mansion in a sense. But to truly get to that place where you can enjoy the realness of your mansion, you have to have what's inside. And in order to get to what's inside, this has to crumble. This has to fall. The facade has to fall. The shadow of the ego has to fall. All right, so I'm going to read this card off for you guys. It says, what are you clinging on to? At the bottom of the deck, we have break the chain. And they'll keep falling down. The card's going to keep falling because it's windy out here. All right, so it says the crumbling. It says there's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It is happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole. So you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold on, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with a mighty foundation and a view that is magnificent, that it will take your breath away each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on the altar. They can hold it together. It says to work your light here. Work your light. What are you clinging on to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? What are you holding on to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? All right. So the goddess Kali, and she is the goddess of destruction. And then we have Black Madonna. They are with you now. So we also have keepers of the earth. This is both these messages were messages for the channeled messages that I received. It says here, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And this is the exact message that we were asking for. What ancestors or energies here are here to assist you on your new chapter now? All right, so the keepers. What is it? Keepers of the earth. All right, it says here, keepers of the earth. The message here, it says that you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. It says you are supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you've done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in forms of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. This is your work your light activation. It says to hold this card on your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and for my work, and I call it in now. It says to include any specific request here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So after speaking this affirmation out loud, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. You speak whatever that is that you need and say thank you, thank you, thank you afterwards. All right, so now we are going to get into your cosmic journey to see what your journey may be at this point. And this is to each his own. It may not be specifically what your journey may be, but if it resonates to you and you feel led to activate its energy, then you can do so. All right, so we have a smorgasbord. Okay, they're telling me to put it back. They want to be very specific here, okay? Get a good shuffle in. All right, so we have find your star family. It says to find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. And we've had this card before, so the energy is still here. Forgive my nails, you guys. We had this card before, so the energy is still here. So just like the last message that we had, Keepers of the Earth, you guys need to call in your star family. This is a big message for you all right now. This is what you're needing to do because you cannot go at life alone. There is a need for assistance in this life. It doesn't mean that you are needy or too dependent. You know, we really have washed out words, truly. I'm talking about we have used them to the point where they are unrecognizable, meaning that we are not truly living what the actual word and the vibration of the word means. We've created our own narratives of words, and we act and we display them out simply by how we see others utilize that word. The word need and necessity and dependence is not a bad thing, because you are aiding the universe. Right? You're the co-creator with the creator here. And the universe lets you know on a daily that you are needed. You are a necessity. I need you to help co-create, to give the best overall experience that both of us can have. I want to have you here to have fun with me, to divine this life out, map it out for ourselves. I'm experiencing you as well as I'm experiencing myself, and I want to partner in this. How is that a bad thing? So call in your star family, call in your assistance, call in this abundance that the universe wants to give you. You know, call in your people. Call them in right now. The universe says you don't have to go at it alone. If I have the assistance of you, then you need the assistance of somebody down there. And the universe is going to make sure that you have that. But the universe cannot act without you speaking. Yes, your path is divined, and the universe can place things in front of you, you know, place situations. But if you are not listening to that call, if you're being stubborn, you know, you don't want to say, I need help, how can the universe act in your divine calling? How? The universe can't put things into play. Okay? So I'm going to read this message off to you guys. And this is card number 14. It says to find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. Sorry, you guys. I'm looking back at that thing. As part of your mission here on Earth is to put the gang back together. It's time to assemble your star family, whose members were, It's time to assemble your star family, whose members were dissembled like seeds to the solar wind. There are cosmic hide and seek. Something is not, I can't read. Okay. There's a cosmic hide and seek we all play until we meet again in the most serendipitous and magical ways. Then something clicks, a deep knowing of sharing something more than just the moments together across multiple lifetimes. Once the gang is back together and the circle have been formed, there's another level of assemblage needed to bring these lights together in even greater circles for an even greater purpose. I feel like I really need to read that over, but I hope you guys got the gist of it. Your cosmic catalyst here, it says who do I have special connections with? How are we connected in the galactic game? Your cosmic catalyst. Who do I have special connections with? And how can we connect in this galactic game? The cosmic checkbox here is to come up with names for your own circle. What is this gathering's greatest purpose? Come up with your names for your own circle. What is the gathering's greatest purpose? I'm going to pull some tarot and see where you guys may be at right now and how you can move forward. I'm going to be using the Ink and Intuition Tattoo Tarot. Where are you guys at right now? I'm going to put this back in. We have the Knight of Swords. That is the energy of waiting. We have the Hermit. I was just about to say that's the energy of waiting to strike. When do I strike? The Knight of Swords. When is it okay for me to act? When is it okay for me to speak? In this deck, the Knight of Swords is, let me see where he is. Okay, so the universe said, let's take the Knight of Swords since we are speaking on it now. Here it is, the Knight of Swords. And it's crazy because he was right, it's like he was holding up the tower here. Yeah, he's holding up the tower here. And he's hiding doing this though. Like, you know, there's a period right now where you guys are I know I live in the city. There's going to be noise everywhere here. There is a period right now where you guys are kind of feeling blindsided by things that are happening around you, or it's like, you know, you're baffled about it. Like, wow, this is really what's going on. There's just a lot of things that you've never saw before or seen before. You never paid it attention. It's coming to the light now, and you're wondering where you fit in all of this. A lot of change is happening, and you're like, you know, where do I start, and it's like, where do I go next? Where do I fit in? How am I supposed to fit in all of this universe? Things are moving very, very quickly. It feels as if you've been living under a rock. This is how you feel. Yeah, we have the Knave of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you may be waiting to hear messages from the universe as well, or from your ancestors, your guides. So this message may be helping you right now. That's the reason why I was led to do it a little bit differently. I wish you guys could see the cards, but of course, the wind is blowing here today. So I'm going to make sure that I have another angle for you all with the cards, okay? So yeah, like I said, it feels like you've been living under a rock, and you've been waiting for divine instruction, or you've been waiting to hear from your ancestors, your guides, like, you know, someone, but you've been waiting outside. You've been waiting outside, like you've been waiting to, I keep saying waiting because they keep saying waiting. You've been looking in the physical world for your instructions, your guidance. You've been also looking for your abundance. You're like, okay, everything is crumbling. I've been waiting here for so long in this wreckage, in the crumbling phase, and you know, just the beginning phases for so long. When is things going to take off, universe? We have the High Priestess at the bottom of this deck, and this deck is the Santa Morte deck. This is the Book of the Dead. So we have the High Priestess here. You're about to receive those messages, and also that instruction, that divine guidance that you've been looking for. And of course, it came out as well that you need to call them in. The universe said you don't know your people. It's time to know your people. You don't know how to call upon them. You're going to receive messages and guidance to know how to call upon your people, which you've already received that as well with the card of calling your cosmic star family, right? So you now know how to call upon them, okay? What other messages do we have? For some of you, like I said, it feels like you went in the house and you came out, and now it's just this new, everything is so new. Everything, it looks unfamiliar to you. Like, are you serious? What's going on here? So we have the Ten of Pentacles. If you are wondering about money or your abundance, when things are going to start, when are things going to pan out for you? When are you going to have your period of abundance? Well, it's here. It's starting right now. It's here. Okay? But you have this divine instruction that you have to go by at this point, which is to connect with your cosmic family. Call in your helpmates here. All right, I'm going to get a oracle message for you guys, and then I'm going to wrap up the reading. I'm going to be getting this oracle message from the Psychic Heart Tarot for the the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. What message do we have here? The deck is very stiff, very stiff. It's feeling like it's like really compacted, like it's been compressed, like vacuum sealed, almost like taking all of the air from in between the cards. They're really stuck. We had that Hermit energy. Some of you may need to, it's time to come out. It's time to put that word out into the universe. But also, this is a message. If you've been keeping quiet, if you have been isolating yourself, you've been very careful, or you've been made aware how careful you should be with what you're speaking, the things that you're consuming, what you're saying, consuming, as well as not just what you're feeding yourself, like on a physical level. Eating is what you're seeing, what you're hearing as well. So you've been made aware of that, and it's like, wow, you know, everything has changed. I don't know what's going on in the world, and where do I fit in? Where do I start? Okay, call in your help, call in your support. They're going to show you where you need to start during this time. What messages do we have? Yeah, they're still feeling really stuck. Something is going to put wind back in your sail. Like if you've been feeling unmotivated or unnoticed, unseen, everything, you know, something may be unannounced as well. You know, the arrival of your abundance may be unannounced. It had to be cloaked, is what I'm hearing. It had to be cloaked. So it said, the message here is to change your focus. Is number 5. Change your focus. The key words here is disappointment, loss, shift, and appreciate. It says some disappointments and sadness are inevitable. How you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you've recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of a relationship or a failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret a decision you've made. Any number of situations can cause unhappiness. When relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it's not healthy to remain in this state for too long. When this card appears, it's time to put those sorrows behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life. Appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. Take stock of what brings you joy. Taking charge of your own happiness is key here. Focus on what you have and are thankful for, and attract more of the same. All right, you guys, that has been your message for today. I'm not going to read into too much of this message. At the bottom of the deck, we do have new vitality. So like I said, something is coming in to uplift you. You just have to shift your focus at this point. Shift your perception. Shift your focus to your perception. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic day as always.